There we are. There we are. We're live. We're back in action after a week off because of Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. We got Elf Jesse in the back. We got Elf on the shelf.
Elf on the shelf.
Jesse in the back. We got half his face. Joey here popping in.
Only on Instagram.
Only on Instagram.
Facebook is full.
Facebook's full screen, Joey. Instagram.
But half of the unreleased merch.
Unreleased merch that he won't even give me any. Coach Keg, what's happening, baby? I see you. Mike, what's happening? I see you popping on here. And then we got the one, the only, Ryan here as well. So here we go. We're diving in. We took a week off last week. It was Thanksgiving. Everybody was just kind of hanging out. Eating up some turkey.
We could have done a special Black Friday episode.
We could have done a Black Friday episode.
From Walmart.
We did. We were blacked out. We were completely blacked out. Man, Jesse, don't let them put you on the back like that. He said he likes the energy. You know, so he's like that kid on the bus, Coach Keg. He's like that kid on the bus that always has to have that back seat back there because he was the cool kid. He was just like always chilling like this in the back of the bus. You know,
I'm just holding it down back here.
He's holding it down back there. You know, Elf on the shelf, Jesse. Elf on the shelf, Jesse. We got Ashley, my sister-in-law is on.
Man.
We got Ashley. What's happening, Ash? I see you there. I see you. My mother-in-law is on.
Woo,
man, it is a family affair right now. We got Trent Malvin popping on. Remember Trent Malvin?
What's happening, baby?
We are fired up on this Fired Up Friday. We got the Christmas tree in the back.
That's right.
We got what?
You got a yes.
We got a yes, Jesse. What in the world? What about Joey and Ryan? Huh, Trent? What's the deal?
Oh, he couldn't see me on that.
He couldn't see him.
He was like, I
got you.
What's happening, Trent?
So there we go. Monica, that is awesome. I love that Ashley is smiling. She is awesome. So here we go. We are rocking and rolling today. We're off our Black Friday special where we were completely blacked out. We didn't have anything, right? So we're rocking and rolling. We're back. We're feeling good. And today we are talking about rewiring our brain. Rewiring our brain. Because everybody's always like, oh man, I'm in this funk, new year, new me. Like I'm going to be this brand new thing. I'm going to be this brand new person. Like,
especially this time of year, it's crazy.
Especially
you got the holidays, you got Thanksgiving, you got Christmas, and it's like,
what else do we have? We got everything. We got all kinds of stuff.
Crucible to come.
We got the Crucible, right?
Got to come train. So
got to come. Boom. There we go.
That's where it gets crazy.
That's a little, and then some. We'll add that on at the end. But there we go. We are talking about like new year, new me, new decade. Like everybody think about that. We're coming to the end of a decade. That's a big deal. Last month of the decade. So how are you going to finish? So I want to talk about rewiring your brain. Rewiring, that's a hard word to say. Rewiring your brain. But before we do that, I've got a little bit of a gratitude thing. Like we're in this period of Thanksgiving and Christmas and all those holidays. I am grateful for you guys, but I'm grateful for you guys. We're all grateful for you guys because I don't know if you remember this. Like, I don't know if you remember this thing.
2017.
Boom. 2017, best of the best. You named us 2017 best of the best. But I don't know if you know about this one yet. Boom! We got 2017 and 2019. We just picked this up the other day.
Back to back.
Man, it's not back to back. 2017, 2019.
Jesse.
That's that 2 or 3 years.
That's why he's back on the bus. There we go. Back on the bus, troublemaker. Pretty awesome, right? And that's because of you guys. Thank you so much for going on and voting and naming us best of the best gym in Frederick. I mean, I think we're the best gym in the world, but that's okay. That's just us.
Sorry, Coach Keg.
Man, pretty awesome. Pretty awesome stuff there. Thanks to you guys. You guys are doing amazing stuff, naming us best of the best. 2 out of our 3 years of even being around. So super cool, super awesome. We are feeling good. Boom. And that's all because of you guys. If it weren't for you guys, we wouldn't be here. Like, it would just be us 3 just chilling here in the gym. And
in the cage.
And in the cage, and that wouldn't work out too well.
Taking naps on the couch.
Thank you so much for everything that each and every single one of you do to make Crucible what it is. Gorilla Mike popping on. You have something coming in the mail. Just FYI. Boom. So here we go. Aria is smiling, saying, Dad. Oh, my daughter's watching. She's telling Dad. What's happening, Aria? I see you. Actually, I don't see you, but that's okay. You see me. So here we go. We're rewiring our brain. We're getting ready for this new decade coming up. So here are our, not even top 5, here are just 5 ways to help you rewire your brain. First one, we want you to start establishing a morning and a nighttime routine.
Mm-hmm.
A morning and a nighttime routine. How you start your day and how you end your day is going to have a dramatic effect on your mindset. So what most people do, what do you use for your alarm? You use your phone. We use our phone, and our phone's sitting there buzzing all morning. As soon as you wake up, you've got 5,000 text messages, and as soon as you wake up,
emails.
You look at your phone, you turn your alarm off, and you start looking and reacting to your day. Mm-hmm. You're reacting. As soon as you start up, you're reactive. You're reactive. You have not set the tone for your day yet. You're allowing other people to dictate. So what I want you to do, maybe turn your phone off or use that alarm, but don't even look at what else is on there. Set the tone for your day. Have a routine, whether that includes waking up and praying, taking a shower, reading, whatever it is. I want you to establish how your day is going to start. Maybe it starts with a workout. Maybe it starts with a good old cup of coffee, quiet time, whatever it is. I want you to establish it rather than, there we go, a little Crucible coffee, rather than coming back and sitting there saying like, oh man, as soon as I wake up, I've got all this stuff I have to do. Guess what? If you wait 30 minutes, you wait an hour, and you get all your stuff done, it's still going to be there. It's still going to be there. That text message, that voicemail, that work email, all that stuff's going to be there. Mm-hmm. All that stuff's going to be there.
It will.
It'll still be there. But I want you to set the tone, how you start your day.
Yeah.
But all that starts, when does that start? When does your night, or when does your day start?
The night before.
Starts the night before.
Boom.
And that's where you get into establishing your routine the night before. This goes into your nighttime routine. What are you doing to go to bed? Are we watching all these like crazy action movies and violent shows, and then all of a sudden I can't sleep at night and I can't get a good night's sleep because I'm running all this stuff through my head? Am I scrolling? And that little light on that phone is designed to keep you awake.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know if you know that. It's designed to keep you awake, right? Turn that stuff off, and let's set the tone tonight for tomorrow morning. So what are you going to do tomorrow morning? Go ahead and establish. So that way when you wake up, it's not like, oh, what do I want to do? You wake up and you already have your action plan. You already know what you're going to do. That's going to change your mindset. Joey, what are things you do?
And I always go back to that BAYB list, that being at your best list.
Yeah.
And for me personally, it's going upstairs, getting that cup of coffee, grabbing an article to read, grabbing a book to read. And I feel like that sets the tone for me.
Yeah.
And everybody's going to be different.
Yeah, absolutely.
So all the stuff that myself and that Coach Ryan and Coach Jesse say, that might not be your best practices. Mm-hmm. But that's what makes me feel good about the day. I get up, get my coffee.
Yeah.
I get that article read. I get that book read.
Yeah.
And I go. And when I'm at my worst, is when I grab that phone.
True.
And I got 11 emails, and I'm checking Facebook posts and Instagram notifications, and that stuff's important to us, but it shouldn't be that. Yeah, it shouldn't be that first thing that we do.
Yeah.
Whenever we wake up. So.
Boom. Jesse, do you do anything special in the morning?
Actually, this past week.
Elf on the shelf back. Elf on the Jesse.
Elf on the Jesse. This actually is one thing I'm actually in the process of trying to get better at.
Yeah.
For real.
So you're figuring it out.
Yeah, heck yeah. I mean, man, the past couple weeks, just I've been having a hard time getting sleep a little bit. I have noticed myself scrolling a little bit on the IG and different things like that. But one thing I'm starting to do is when I wake up in the morning, instead of scrolling, I've actually got my devotion app that I've been doing, and I'll let that set the tone, kind of get my mind right for the day right there. And that's been that's helping me. One thing I just let you know, like I'm still in the process of figuring this out. I'm not going to tell you I know about morning routines or nighttime routines because I'm figuring it out. But one thing I know that does work is when I go to bed, like you guys are saying, I set out my plan for the next day. I use my Mind Body app, and every hour on the hour I have it planned out.
Sure.
I'll wake up the next day and I have that set
I like that
for my day. I can just take action on it.
That's so perfect.
Being proactive, as they call it.
Yeah, be proactive. Yeah, be proactive, not reactive. You don't want to be reactive. You want to set the tone for your day. There's enough other things going on in the world that are going to try to vie for your attention, but that's why we got to be so focused on what we're trying to do, right? We got to be proactive with that. Don't allow anybody else to steer you off, right? Veer you off. And it happens right away. As soon as you wake up in the morning, it's vying for your attention, vying for your time. You choose where your time goes. That's the most valuable thing you have. You choose where it goes.
And I don't know which ones. I mean, this is kind of a just throwing it out there. I don't know which one is tougher to stay disciplined on, the nightly routine or the morning.
They're both hard.
They're both really hard. And I know for me personally, the nighttime one's toughest for me.
Sure.
And I really don't know why.
Yeah.
I guess I'm with Coach Jesse, like trying to really figure that out, trying to nail down the nightly routine. The morning routine just comes easier because like I wake up, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
So
well, I think that at nighttime you've got so many more distractions built up from the day. And so many more things like going on, and then you come home and your wife, she's had her entire day, and like being able to help console your wife or your significant other, right? Like they've got their stuff that you're supposed to. You have jobs and responsibilities and roles as a parent or a spouse or whatever it is that you've got to then do. So it can be hard. So nighttime is always harder for me as well.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Boom, there we go.
Boom. That was a great first one.
That was a great first one. I think
that's how we set the tone.
Maybe we just could end it there, but we're not going to. We're not gonna end it there. We got 4 more to go. But these ones are good. These ones are simple. You're gonna be like, oh man, like duh. But okay, number 2. I need you eating right. Boom, eat right. See, what you put into your body, into that little hole in your mouth, like it has a direct effect on your brain chemistry, on your mindset, on how you move. Right? You put sludge in. Guess what you're getting out? You're getting sludge out. You're getting sludge out. You're getting sludge out. You can't be putting sludge in and expecting good stuff to come out.
You can't be getting sludgy.
No sludgies.
I heard this from our guy TD.
Let's go.
Eat foods that look like brains.
Eat foods that look like brains. Yeah. You want a good brain? Eat some broccoli. Eat some green stuff. Eat some cauliflower.
Some
Eat
almonds.
some good stuff. Almonds. Right? Eat all that good stuff.
Look like brains.
All that stuff that's quick and easy. And like, ooh, let me just grab that. That looks nice and tasty. And nope. It's going to just jack your brain up, and it's going to make you start going like,
none of that zebra cake.
No zebra cakes. No zebra cakes.
Fruity Pebbles.
Man, I tell you what.
Somebody actually told me, though, like, I mean, depending on where you're at of your day, if say you go to bed at 9 or 10 o'clock at night and you eat right before bed,
yes.
I mean, sometimes like you have to get that meal in. You've been like, I know I'll come home and I'll eat that late night dinner because
I don't get home till 10.
I gotta eat, you know what I mean? But if you eat that like late night snack that you don't really need to eat before bed, that actually can really mess up with your sleep pattern. Somebody was telling me about that. It's pretty crazy.
No Pepsi. I like that.
Yes.
Pepsi stuff.
No Pepsi. No liquid sugar. And
I hope Craig's watching that.
You know what else is one of those sneaky things? Gatorade.
Yes.
Gatorade is one of those sneaky ones that everybody's like, oh, I'm just drinking a Gatorade. Look at the contents. Look at the contents of that thing. It's like a liquid candy bar.
And here's interesting, too, like Powerade. Powerade has high fructose corn syrup, which is in soda. Now, Gatorade doesn't have high fructose corn syrup.
It just got
but it's got a lot of sugar.
So we're going to.
I'm not about it.
I'm not about that life. I'm not about that high fructose life.
No.
So what we're going to talk about in number 3, you need to eat right. You need to work out. Number 3 is you got to work out. So we eat right, and then you got to work out because there's all kinds of chemicals that get released. You got dopamine, you got oxytocin, you got serotonin, you got what else you got? You got a lot of chemicals, you got a lot of hormones, you got like everything pumping through your veins, making you feel good. You ever depressed? You feeling down? Get your booty moving.
That's right.
Get your booty moving.
Movement is medicine, baby.
Movement is medicine. Get to moving. Get a good pump on. Get a good sweat. Get that little like when like you start sweating and that thing comes all the way down. That sweat and then it's right there on the end of your nose and it's like drip.
It's that. Are you talking about that nose drip?
We're talking about that nose drip. You got to work hard enough so you get that nose drip.
Hashtag don't sleep on them.
Like
hashtag nose drip swag.
Like no nose drip. Like you got to work till you get that nose drip. That's what we need you doing.
And you need to work till you get those red cheeks.
Red cheeks.
Those
red cheeks and the nose drip. Just like that.
That nose drip.
That's how you know you're working.
That's when you know you're working. That's when you know you're working. So I want you working out. So if you need to find a partner, somebody to work out with, you need a trainer, you need a coach, you need whatever it is.
Let's go.
Let's find one. Let's go. Let's rock and roll.
I know a cool gym to go to.
I know a great place. I know a great place. I know a great place.
I know the best place.
I know a great place.
I know the best place.
If you need a great workout where they don't have soda at, they don't no soda at this place. Did someone say Pepsi? Get your mind right, Craig. No soda here. No,
Craig, quit drinking Pepsi.
No soda here. Let's go. I know a place if you need one. But get that
Spectrum Drive.
Get that nose drip. Just like that. Just like that. You want to change your mindset? get to moving.
Boom.
And
On
even
number 3 already.
Number 3, because we're moving. Number
We're
4.
moving.
Number 4. If you want to change your mindset in the new years, in the new year, the new decade, whatever you want to call it, I want you to focus on your core values.
Ooh.
Focus on your core values. Now, you might be sitting there saying, Ryan, I don't even know what my core values are.
Good.
Perfect.
Good.
Give you an opportunity to start thinking about it. See, I think so often in this world, we get told what we're supposed to do. We get told what we're supposed to think. We get told this. We get told that. You can't think about this. You can't think about that. But I need you to know who you are. At the end of the day, I need you to know who you are, what you stand for, what you believe in. And we don't want to be able to get just like pulled and like the tides of the ocean. Right? What are you flexing on me right now, huh? Right? I need you just not to be pulling like that. I want you to be able to stand firm in who you are, what you know, right?
It's a lot easier to make a decision whenever
Absolutely.
you have those core values.
Stay true to yourself.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I want you to take the time to think about, what do I stand for? Who am I? At the end of the day, if I were to disappear off the face of the earth today, what would people say about me? What would they say that I stood for? What would they say? What kind of impact did I make? What are those core values? A challenge that I'm taking on for myself is one for my family. And we've talked about this before. For the New Year's, I want to take time with my family to sit there and say, we as the Morses, what do we stand for? Who are we? What are we going to do? Because now that we've got our daughter Aria here, it's like, who are we? What do we stand for? How do we want to raise her?
Put it
so
on
that
the
way,
wall.
put it up on the wall. So that way, when we're rocking and rolling, it's
The Morse code.
The Morse code.
The Morse
There we go.
mission statement.
The Morse code.
No,
No,
but seriously,
I like
I
the
like
Morse
that.
code.
I like that.
The
I
Morse
like that.
code, that is
There we
pretty
go.
sweet.
There we go.
Sweet.
So that's what we got to do. We got to rock and roll, and we got to know what your core values are, and you'll be amazed at how that changes your mindset, because you won't be so
Absolutely.
stressed about everybody else telling you who you are. No, it's like, I'm refocused. I've taken the time to pray about it, to think about it, to write it down, to do all this stuff, to sit here and say, this is who we are, and this is what I'm focused on.
And even
all
when
that stuff's that.
even when you get hit with those distractions and that adversity from other people, that negativity, you know who you are, and you can just stay in your lane.
Yeah.
And then
Just keep looking through that windshield.
Yeah, put those goggles
Amen.
on, Coach Joey, right?
Boom.
Absolutely. Put them blinders on. Stay. Craig said he can't feel his arms.
Yeah.
Nose drip and red face accomplished at
300
today's
bicep curls.
workout. Yeah, this morning's workout was a burner, that's for sure. We had the nose drip going.
nose drip.
We had it going, and that, man, I got released on the 4th from my rotator cuff injury. Atta girl, way to go. Way
That's
to go.
outstanding.
We got Marlena, those live plants. That's right, live plants that Jesse's tickling his ears in there.
Feels good.
Look good.
Mason.
And Mason.
We missed Mason.
Miss Mason, be in touch. Jesse Mason enjoyed his card. There we
Boom.
go. Says thanks so much. So there we go, baby. I like that. Change your mindset. And here we go. We're getting into the final one. So we've got, let's read through these. Establish your morning and nighttime routine. We want to change our mindset, have a good morning and a good nighttime routine. Eat right. We need you eating right. We need you working out. Number 3, we need you working out.
Moving.
Medicine,
Get that dose. Get all those good hormones pumping through your body, so that way you're feeling good. Changes the brain chemistry. We need you focused on your core values, not the world's core values. We need you focused on your core values.
Yes.
When you're making decisions, we need you focused on your core values.
That's so important, man.
It is. It is. I can't stress enough.
Your stuff.
Your stuff, not the world stuff, right?
And parents too. Let your kids dictate what their core values are.
That's a hard one.
It is hard, and I'm not a parent yet, but
Yeah.
and even for coaches too.
Mm-hmm.
Your team's going to have core values, but your players,
Mm-hmm.
let them have their own separate ones.
Yeah.
Guys,
You
stay
know?
true to themselves.
Exactly.
Got to stay true to
Be
you,
the best.
and that's such a hard thing because especially as a parent, it's like I know who I want my daughter to grow up to be, and like if she's part of like this Morse family, it's like, hey, this is who we are, and she's going to fit in to be a part of that, but she's going to also have her things that she needs to stand up for, which is tough. And then here we go. That kind of leads right in to our final one.
Yeah.
You want to change your mindset? Yeah, our mindset. We want to change our mindset. I want to change our mindset on hard choices and easy choices. See, one of my mentors, our mentors, always says, easy choices, hard life. Hard choices, easy life. Now, to a degree, I think that's oversimplifying, But I want you to start changing your mindset and making more hard choices. Make more hard choices. Realize that those hard choices oftentimes are the ones where it's giving us the biggest opportunity to grow, right? Like whether it's working out. Man, I hate doing cardio. Probably the biggest area of opportunity to grow. Man, I hate upper body. I'm so weak. Probably your biggest opportunity to grow. We always like doing things that we're good at, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's, let's say, whether it's a workout, whether it's I love math class, so I like doing my math and I ignore English, or the opposite. Oh, I like writing. I hate math, right? Maybe it's public speaking. I hate public speaking.
Well, you might not even know that you're good at something
until you try it.
Yeah, exactly. Like you might, like for me, I always relay this when I'm coaching in the cage. I hated reading when I was young. Yeah. Which is, I mean, the irony of that is I read almost every day now.
Right.
5-6 mornings a week I read.
Yeah. So boom. Digging deep. Right. So just changing that mindset and making more of those hard choices, because our body wants to stay in the comfort zone. Our mind wants to stay in that comfort bubble, right? And so often to get to that next level, of happiness or fulfillment or whatever that is, there's a lot of hard choices that have to be made.
You got to open those new doors.
And we have to be able to be willing to step through that tough door to get into that new corridor where there's a whole bunch of other doors, right? But new opportunities. And so often it's that hard choice that you have to make. It's that hard leap that you have to make. It's that hard conversation you have to have. It's that hard whatever it is. But on the other side of that is that happiness, that fulfillment that you were really looking for at the end of the day, that acceptance or whatever it is.
It'll free you making that hard choice. It'll free you.
It will.
And one thing too, I want to talk about, it's part of making that hard choice that leads to that easy life is really stepping back and taking the vision. You know what I mean? Looking at the situation. And I want to challenge maybe some of our younger athletes, and especially around like the high school age. It's good to enjoy yourself and to have fun. But make sure you really take a step back and be like, all right, is this action I'm doing, is this going to prevent me from my goal that I'm going towards? You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, if this dude named Dave told me this, which is pretty cool. He said, if you want to soar with the Eagles, you got to stay out of the river. You know what I mean? Right. So at the end of the day, that's
where's the flame emoji when you need it?
Drop a flame emoji in there. But it's so true.
Yeah, I do like that.
It's so true. You have to. I think all of us have these big goals and big dreams and these big visions of who we would love to be, but it's hard to get there. And the world tries to. This is one of those. Okay, I'm going to go on a tangent. And it drives me crazy. It's one of those things that like flame emoji gets me fired up, right? We have athletes in here. We have kids in here. We have adults in here that are absolutely crushing it. Absolutely crushing it. And I see it more and more in today's youth, that somebody will commit to a college or do something amazing, or they'll receive an accolade, and then people just rip him or her. And it's like, oh, you're working so hard. Well, that's lame.
Stupid.
That's stupid. Why are you working so hard? Like, I can't stand it. Like, it fires me up, because the only time that somebody's sitting there like raining on somebody else's parade is when they don't have a parade of their own, right? So they just start trashing somebody else's parade. And it drives me nuts that that's the culture now, that it's way easier to sit there and tear somebody else down rather than say, hey, way to go. You inspire me to work even harder.
Absolutely.
Right? But I see it time and time again.
Be their cheerleader.
Right. And or go and ask me, like, how can I do what you're doing? Like, go learn. Like, if somebody is doing something amazing that you want to be able to do, like, lean into them and be like, can you tell me more about that? I'd like to know how to do that. That's awesome. Versus like, yeah, that's stupid. Yeah, why? You're working so hard. Ha, ha, ha. Like, I hate that. It drives me insane.
And I want to
avoid those people. Get them out of your life.
I want to piggyback on that, okay? So we talk about this thing called contagianism, right? And they're both contagious. And there's a crowd that's like that mindset of like, oh, that's, raining on the parade right there. Stay out of that crowd. But you know what I want to challenge you to do? Join a crowd where it's like you guys are filling each other's cups up, not just going somewhere, but taking somebody with you. And that whole contagianism, it's going to spread. And that light that we talk about letting it shine, it's going to shine. You know what I mean? So you know, and instead of this, oh my gosh, like, you're right. You're absolutely right. I definitely see that with a lot of today's culture. Let that light shine and be that change for it.
Yep.
You know, let it fuel you. Take place.
Let it fuel you to shine even brighter and put the accelerator to the floor instead of like easing off. No, lean up and say, you know what? Because they're going to try to stop me because they see me doing amazing things. I'm going to put the accelerator to the floor and accelerate through this versus slowing down and staying in it. You know, who was it that said, you know, if you're going through hell, keep on going. Like, you know, if somebody's putting you through hell, don't slow down and ease up, accelerate so you get through there even faster and separate yourself. So
absolutely.
I'm going to say this out of just sincere love. I hope something does challenge you. Okay. I hope somebody does say something to you and you find a way to lean into it and get through it, because that's how you grow. That's that 212 that we're talking about.
There we go. So there we go. Those are our 5 ways. Those are our 5 ways to rewire your brain. If you're just popping on, we talked about establishing a morning and a nighttime routine. We need you eating right. We need you working out. We need you focusing on your core values. And then we also need you to focus on making more of those hard choices. Stay away from the easy choice. Focus on that hard choice, and that's going to get you where you need to go. If you guys have any questions, we'll pop on and we'll stay on here for another minute or so. But if you have any questions, be sure to pop them in. I
might have a little bonus one that we kind of touched on a little bit, but just to kind of make it its own category.
Wait. I haven't even heard this yet.
I think especially with the younger kids now too, and I had a conversation with an athlete on Monday about celebrating wins more. Like celebrate the winning streaks more, because I feel like, and I was guilty of this too when I played during my baseball career. We always challenge ourselves and focus on the things we do wrong. And I don't think enough times we take that step back and focus on the things we do right.
Yep.
And I think that gets your brain, talk about mindset shift. When you keep focusing on the losses, your brain's going to constantly keep looking for losses.
Yeah.
It's not going to look for the winning streaks.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You find what you're looking for.
Absolutely.
You find what you're looking for. Like, you ever notice, like, oh man, I want a new car, or I want to do this. Like, oh, I want this, say, a car. All of a sudden you see it everywhere, right? But it's actually a chemical thing. It's a wiring in your brain.
The reticular activating
system. There it is. Boom.
Boom.
That's exactly what it is.
Where's the flame emoji when you
boom, more flames, more reticular. I need brain emojis.
More
That's exactly what it is.
System.
That's exactly what it is. And it actually fires, and you start seeing it everywhere. You start seeing it. Like, we could do an experiment right now. Like, hey, I want you to look around your room and look at everything that's yellow. Okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, now
close your eyes. No. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. I need you closing your eyes. Close your eyes. Don't look. Just listen. Don't look. Just listen. Okay, you got everything. Think about all those things that are yellow. Okay? What's blue?
Ooh, man. I love it.
And it's hard. It's hard because you're so focused on what it is that you want to see, and you completely miss all the other stuff. So exactly like Joey says, if you start looking for wins, you're going to find more and more and more wins. If you look for negative stuff, boom, you're going to find more and more and more negative stuff. Now, there's Stacy's giving us some flames, reticular activating flames right there. That's what it is. So
I just thought that was a cool bonus.
I like it. Bonus.
Good right now.
Bonus. I see Owen popping on here. What's happening, Owen?
What's up, Owen?
Kelsey popping in. So there we go.
Congrats, Kelsey, on Shippensburg.
There we go.
Ooh, I love that.
And thank you once again. We just got these in the mail. Well, we had this one, but we didn't have that one. We just got one the other day.
It smells new.
It smells new. This one smells
2 years old.
2 years old. So there we go. Anyways, thanks once again for everything you guys do making Crucible what it is. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for popping on this. It wouldn't be anything. It would just be us talking to ourselves here if you guys weren't on. So thank you so much for everything you do. We love you guys. And, man, we will see you next Friday.
Happy
right here.
Late Thanksgiving.
Happy late Thanksgiving.
Happy late Thanksgiving.
Awesome. Love you guys. We'll see y'all. See ya.